extremities with a clearly visible simulated head wound. Casualty will be in a full MOP Level 3 combat uniform per unit SOP, including weapon and fully packed improved first aid kit. Something for the casualty to sit and lean against. The fucking stool. Unit may degrade its candidate's MOP uniform due to heat considerations, but the candidate will wear the complete EIB uniform and protective mask at a minimum. Are there any questions? No? Alright, sorry.
Alright, so uniform is weather dependent. If it is hot, you guys will not have to do it, but depending on what First Sergeant puts out. You guys may do this in complete J's list, alright? So pants, top. We're not gonna have you practice in it because an extra pair of pants and an extra top won't affect your ability to wrap the head. So you guys do need to practice in gloves, and you guys will be in a pro mask and ACH. Gloves, we're not sure if they're mandatory yet either. That's also going to be weather dependent up to First Sergeant. So if you can do it in gloves, you can do it barehanded. Your wrap will be in your casualty's IFAC. Your casualty will be on test day will be sitting down on the ground, already seated. He will not be laying down. He will be already seated. So it'll be easy for you guys. First thing you're going to do. You're gonna come up to your casualty, you're gonna ask him 3 questions. What is your name, what's today's date, and where are you at? I don't care the order of the 3 questions. 3 questions don't need to necessarily be those 3 questions. 3 questions that test his level of consciousness, right? So those 3 questions, if you can memorize them, cool. If you say something else that still will test his level of consciousness, I'm good with it. All right, so you ask him his 3 questions. From standing right here, you can't see an injury. The board, don't go off of that. That makes no sense. I don't know where the injury's at, so I can't tilt his head yet. So first thing I need to do is expose. Now I can see an injury, right? So the injury is on this side, I'll tilt the head that way. If the injury is on this side, I tilt the head the other way, right? Easy way to remember it. Tilt the head so injury's up, so injury towards the sky. All right, so then you'll pull your wrap. That would be in his IFAC. You grab it. Sterile white portion of your wrap. Do not get this part of the wrap dirty. You need to keep it sterile. Don't put your fingers on it. Don't drop it in the dirt. That is getting dirt on it. Once you put that on the head, that's causing further injury to your casualty. Don't do it. All right, so you're gonna take the white sterile portion and you want to cover the entire wound with the white sterile portion, all right? Now your casualty is responsive, so if you're having trouble with your wrap, hey man, can you hold? Yep, you can hold it. All right, he's responsive. Okay, you're good. Now keep in mind that is a hole in his head. All right, there's a hole in his head, so be careful with what you're doing with his head. So when you go to tilt it, don't stick your thumbs on the wound. All right. All right, so I'm gonna start wrapping. So I get to the back. What I like to do, I just kind of pull my tail up a little bit, straighten it out. My next wrap that goes around the head, I'm gonna go low, right? So I go low with it, and what that does is it puts an extra layer along that white sterile portion on the bottom. So it hides all of the white sterile portion on the bottom. So now that I'm on his opposite ear, I'm gonna start coming up. It helps if you literally put your hand on like right where his ear's at, and you can pull the bandage up. Right, and that allows you to come on top of the sterile portion. All right, I'm gonna do one more wrap just to be safe. All right, so now I'm not on the injury part. I haven't used my entire wrap. You don't have to use the entire wrap and use the clip. You can tuck it in. I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna tuck it. All right. So it's tucked. The tuck is not over the wound. It's not obstructing his eyesight. That's good to go. All right. So now I'm going to come back. So this top portion, look down. I don't know if you guys can see, but if I were to look down right now, I can see white sterile portion on his head, right? So all you're going to do, gently, do not be aggressive with this. Again, he's got a hole inside his head. You're going to take your hands. You're just going to gently tuck that in. And now there's no white showing on the from the sterile portion, right? So now my top is good. I'm gonna come over. All right. Carefully pull the ear out. If it is due to the bandage and how low you wrapped, If I watch you untuck it and your ear is like all crinkled up, I understand, like you're fine. All right, you're gonna do that on both sides, expose both ears. All right, so don't be careful when you do this part. So go in and pull the ear down and around the bandage. Don't pull the bandage up for the ear. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pop the whole entire bandage off the head, and then you're gonna have to rewrap it. You don't want to do that, all right? So ears are exposed, top is good to go, nothing obstructing his eyesight. You're gonna state 4 things to the grader. So once you start stating these 4 things, you can no longer go back to your head wrap, all right? So the moment you start saying the 4 things, you're saying that your wrap is good. So you're gonna state, I'm gonna continue to watch the casualty for life-threatening conditions. I'm gonna check for other injuries. I'm gonna treat for shock, and I'm gonna seek medical aid, all right? I don't care if you guys say those 4 things in sequence. You can say them in whatever order you guys can, all right? You don't have to say them word for word either. If I get the point of what you're trying to say, we're good to go. One that is like kind of tricking people, seek medical aid, all right? Some people have said waiting for medical aid. No, we want something along the lines of you actively searching for medical aid, right? So I'm going to go get a medic. I'm calling for a medic, something like that. Actively seeking medical aid, all right? Any questions on any of this? No? Nothing at all? All right.
Here's y'all freebie. If y'all open the bandage and like a quick little swipe, whatever. I didn't see it, he didn't see it. We will be y'all graders. We don't see nothing, just keep going, all right? Now, if you go, and you could go like this, more than 5 seconds, just hold on to it, and you just looking at me, stuck, then you'll be a no-go. Is everybody tracking? All right, now let's say if you drop it and you pick it up and it's still clean and stuff, right? I didn't see it, he didn't see it, you just keep on going, all right? Now, if you drop it and it's all muddy and dirty and stuff, and then you just look at me like, what do I do? And then something click in your mind to apply the bandage, right? And if you apply that bandage, you are a no-go. Is everybody tracking? All right. That being said, it'll be some over there, and then you'll probably have one in your IFAK. If your bandage is dirty, just grab another one. Okay? Everybody tracking? All right. At this time, you will be doing it in your pro mask. During test day, you'll be pro mask and helmet. I highly recommend and suggest you buckle up your helmet, because if you go to bend down to check like the wrap, whatever, and your helmet falls and hit the casualty, you'll be a no-go. Is everybody tracking? All right. If everybody's tracking the no-goes and the goes, put your pro mask on.